Jalen Hurts is the quarterback at Oklahoma, University of Oklahoma. And man, the dude is playing phenomenal. It is so much fun to watch Jalen Hurts play well. And only 3 games, and a lot of teams have played 4 games, by the way. They had a bye week at Oklahoma during the 4th week of the college football season. In only 3 games, Jalen Hurts has thrown for 880 yards, 9 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, has an 80% completion percentage. He's also run for 4 touchdowns and 373 yards. Not to mention, by the way, he's not playing entire games, right? Jalen Hurts, they're blowing teams out. He's coming out early. So he could have much better stats if he played an entire game. But what's cool to me about Jalen Hurts is that he's throwing the ball better than I've ever seen in my entire life. This is a guy a couple of years ago who, like his freshman year at Alabama and the year after that, Jalen Hurts was known as the guy who struggles to throw the football. That was literally like how I viewed him. I was like, he's the guy who runs really well for Alabama, who can make a throw to a guy wide open, but he's really not an elite quarterback. He's not an elite thrower of the football. No, he's elevated himself, and Jalen Hurts has become an elite thrower of the football. That fires me up. That's so awesome. He has completely transformed himself as a quarterback in the past time he's been from the time he left Alabama. I think he did really well in that. What was that? The SEC championship game. He really impressed a lot of people. Impressed me, and I was like, wow. He might be like way better. And apparently he is. And he's gotten even better from that SEC championship game to now. He's mastered that offense. He's been determined. And I love watching Jalen Hurts' intensity in interviews. He is a man on a mission, right? He got rejected by Alabama. And he's on a mission to go win a national championship at Oklahoma. Let's dive into that. I said he got rejected at Alabama. If you know the history of Jalen Hurts, he had to transfer away from Alabama to get on the field, right? And look, him and Alabama had a good end, a healthy end, right? He left Alabama on good terms. When they were up by a lot, Alabama made sure to get Jalen Hurts into the game. But the long and the short of it, though, is that while he left on good terms and while he likes Nick Saban and it seems like everything's good, right? His relationship with Alabama, he earned a lot of people's respect and left well. The truth is he had a lot of success at Alabama. And then they picked another guy. They picked Tua. He eventually was beat out by Tua Tagovailoa. He had to leave Alabama. And now that he left, he's playing amazing. He's a much better quarterback. My buddy texted me a couple days ago. We were having a conversation, and he's in the military, and we talk frequently. And he said, would Nick Saban, Alabama's head coach, he said, do you think Nick Saban is going to regret losing Jalen Hurts? And the short answer is no, right? They have Tua. Tua's a Heisman Trophy candidate. Some people think he's the best player in all of college football. Their quarterback is really good at Alabama. The guy they replaced Jalen Hurts with is fantastic. And by the way, how cool is it that 2 of the guys at the top of the Heisman watch list are Tua, an Alabama quarterback, and Jalen Hurts, a former Alabama quarterback. I'm not an Alabama fan or anything, but that's just a weird, unique little circumstance. We've never seen that before, and that's really cool. But here's what I told my buddy. I told him that this whole entire experience has made Jalen a better quarterback in all aspects. The struggle, the pain of having to leave and having a school choose another guy and leaving a place you like and you put so much work into. The pain of losing a spot and having to transfer, that gives Jalen Hurts more depth as a person and makes him a better leader. He's a better leader because of what he went through at Alabama. He already was a great leader with a bunch of depth. But now at Oklahoma, everyone knows why he's there. He's a man on a mission. It's really cool. He's purpose-driven. And Oklahoma seems to be accepting that and following him with everything they have. Another cool thing is that the loss, that pain, has caused him to work incredibly hard. Jalen Hurts has become a better quarterback because of what he went through. He transformed his game. I don't need to ask a bunch of people at Oklahoma, hey, does Jalen Hurts have a good work ethic? Does he work hard? It is so apparent when you watch Saturdays. You go, oh my gosh, that guy is in the weight room. He's studying the playbook. He's taking care of his body. Everything Jalen Hurts could be doing to put himself in a position to be successful, it's very clear to me he's doing that. He's following the program. He's bought in. He's working his butt off. Man, it's so cool to see. I am so excited to see where Jalen Hurts is going to go this year and what he's going to accomplish. The pain of transferring hurts, and it's hard. But Jalen Hurts has really become a man on a mission. And I'm rooting for him. I can't wait to see what he does this year. My name is Zach Schaumler. This is my podcast, Strong Opinion Sports. It is my favorite thing in the entire world. And you may not know, my dream when I graduate college eventually is to do this show as my full-time job. Now, I also want to be very upfront and honest about my plan and what's going on. I recently monetized my YouTube channel. What that means is that some of my videos make money through ad revenue. Now, it's fewer than you think. A lot of my videos get claimed. But in the past, I've received donations through the form of PayPal and Patreon.com. PayPal.me/Zach Schaumler, Patreon.com/Zach Schaumler. So because I'm making ad revenue, it felt weird to just get donations. I wanted to give something back to the people who support me on Patreon. So now there's a reward. If you support me on Patreon, you can submit questions at the dollar level or above. You just need to give $1 a month. If you do that, you can submit questions to a pool of questions where I look at. I'll read all the questions on Patreon, and I pick the top couple every episode and read them and answer them on a segment called Ask Zach. Pick the top couple questions and answer them at the end of every single episode. Now, that's for people who want to support me with money. If you have no money to give, I totally understand. I've actually never supported anybody on Patreon. I feel kind of weird about that. I'm a broke college kid myself. I totally understand. But if you believe in me and if you believe in my dream and still want to help me, one thing you can do is help me grow by telling your friends about Strong Opinion Sports. Share it on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever it is. Help me grow by telling your friends about Strong Opinion Sports. Guys, thank you so much. I know that was a long spiel. I really appreciate it, and hope you have a great day.